Afternoon, folks. I'm looking at the piece in today's Halifax Herald page, today being Saturday, which is the 28th day of May 2023. Today's Halifax Herald. History and Hold for Antigonish. It's by Brenda Chisholm Beaton, one of these hyphenated name individuals. They take and presently the President of the Union of Nova Scotia, Federation of Municipalities of Nova Scotia, and their chief economist, Julia Spencer. And I've always been of the opinion that Chisholm Beaton, the mayor of town of Roxbury, has been overrated. That's my opinion. I feel she's overrated. But some people have the brains to be dangerous. Now, this article, it talks about consolidation, Nova Scotians working together and so on. That's fine. People can work together in fire departments and churches and community groups and CWL and men's clubs and what have you. That's service groups. That's all fine. Okay. Municipalities can share services. But interestingly, there was a piece earlier this week in a Halifax Herald on one of their publications. They made, it might have been the Casket. It's either Halifax Herald or Casket, but it's a Saltwater Network publication. Almost $20 million, $19.some million application, upgrade their lines for the electric utility of the town of Antigonish. That's not chicken feed, people. Almost $20 million. That's 1/50th of $1 billion. Anyway, she goes on in this article. You can read the article yourself on page D2 of today, again Saturday's Halifax Herald. Consolidation is the result of a collaborative process that consists of research, consultation, and decision-making. Well, we had some bag-licking ass-kissers come in that thought they were going to sell to people. It was a sales job. It was never consolidation. Never, never, never. There was an incident at Monastery here when they had a Brian Bird, that's to put it mildly. And a lady came in, and it was the fire chief's sister or cousin. She had a sign up, "Let us vote," in the fire hall. That the people, there's a volunteer fire department, there's people in ladies auxiliary in that department that have definitely been there since day one, which is 55 years ago, literally. There's some of the firemen that might not be active anymore, but they're alive and participate in ticket sales and what have you. Anyway, the Brian Bird told her, "You can't have that in here." And the gentleman, one of the members whose mother passed on this week, said, "Who the F," Mitchell said the word, "who the fuck do you think you are to come in here and tell us this?" Okay? And the Brian Bird backed down. Anyway, it was never a consultation. It was to shove it down to people's throats. Simple as that. She goes on. This is where the province comes in. It needs to recognize the right of municipalities to make decisions necessary to govern themselves. I'm going to read that again. It's the fourth column, second paragraph. That's where the province comes in. It needs to recognize the right of municipalities to make decisions necessary to govern themselves. Look, there's 5 people on the county council that voted for it. Huey Stewart, that's half dead. Remy DeVoe, that will vote for anything if he thinks he can get something for punkin out of it. Bill McFarlane, that couldn't stand the town of Antigonish till he thought he might end up as mayor of the new thing, whatever. So he turncoat on it. And you have Pontius Pilate, the potbelly pig up in St. Andrews, one Owen McCarron. And you've Donnie McDonald, that of Mosquito, Little Miss Muffet, the spider. If a horsefly came along him, it would probably cause him a fatal heart attack or something. Horseflies come out as it gets warmer, and you're cutting pulp or making hay or working the garden. Anyway, it was 5 people, and there's 16,000 people in the county of Antigonish. In the town, there's the Snot, Laurie Bushy the Snot, her sidekick Mary Farrell. There's that Rig Willie Cormier that never smiles, Okay, and there was, of course, Andrew Murray, another guy very easily intimidated. Okay, he's the what Donnie MacDonald is to the county, Andrew Murray is to town. Now, you did have, to the credit, there's a Donnie McGuinness. Donnie McGuinness had backbone, stood up for the wishes of the people. There was Sean Cameron, stood up for the wishes of the people, and a beloved, wonderful heroine of the town council, Diane Roberts, that's been elected every time she's ever run, and she's always pretty well the top vote getter. They don't have wardens, so it's wards. It's a top vote getter. So anyway, this is just so. Again, it needs to that's where the province comes in. It needs to recognize the right of municipalities to make decisions necessary to govern themselves. Well, all the reason this Chisholm Beaton's opening her mouth is, because she lust. Lust is the word. Often think of sexual matters, but lust. She lust over Richmond County's Point Tupper, an Auld industrial assessment. Lust. Simple as that. Lust. Lust, L-U-S-T, in the true sense of the word. And so they take province, she concludes, kindly release the pause button. It's a bunch of bullshit from somebody what intellect she may have is not using it, and from the Federation of Nova Scotia Municipalities. People want votes. It was voted on in Pettipas County. Premier stood up in legislature and said, no municipal unit, town, county, district of whatever, should be forced to merge, amalgamate without a vote. That's what then opposition backbencher for Pictou East, Tim Houston, said in the Nova Scotia legislature in February 2018, which is now 5 years ago, and about 3 months now. February, March, April, May. 5.25 years ago. So this is just pure bullshit. If some people can kiss the ass of other parts of the enemy, that is not democracy. Not democracy. The people deserve a vote. Let Antigonish County and town vote. That's what it's all about. And have the likes of this Chisholm Beaton come in here and give her opinion. She's been looking over. There's a lot of other areas in the province that this here shit. We're a template. We've had people backbone the ball, put some money on the line, their neck on the line, okay, and challenge this. And there's lots of municipal units in the province that they try this on, that the people will want to vote. Not five little ass kissers around a council, and they disenfranchise two the ones who had some backbone, i.e., the gentleman Sean Brophy, and also Harris McNamara. And so they're pushing this. They get this $800 an hour lawyer in Halifax with his helper trying to push this, and people don't want it. What is it that Chisholm Beaton doesn't understand about people want to vote? With that, I got to go. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless.